Okay guys, hello. It is this lovely Tuesday today. I'm on the road cooking in my kitchen for this week because we're doing a lot of staying in due to the weather on the east side. We finally got some comfortable weather today, down to a 75. The real feel is probably about 80. However, so I've been cooking things in the oven and just doing little things here at home for my family. So those of you that already watched the videos of the tortillas that I did with the mini pizzas. Okay, so I have leftovers that I preserved in the freezer. So what I'm doing, I'm using those leftovers onto my lovely T-bone steak. And all I did to my T-bone steak, this is gonna go in the oven. Those are the mushrooms I had, the tops to the peppers, and then I'm gonna throw this in about a minute. All I did was I put some butter, some crock butter back and forth on the steaks, and then I also just used a simple minced dash of onion, and I also used the dash steak. So that would be, let me actually show you guys real quick. Okay, these two guys right here. So that's what I used, the dash steak, salt-free, and the mince. That's all I used from McCormick. And like I said, I did butter on both sides, and that's it. All right, so we're gonna add this here into this loveliness. And like I said, it's been super hot on the east side, so hot. I can't even explain how horrible it's been. But look at that, so pretty. So like I said, you preserve your ingredients, but make sure you use them right away so they don't go to waste, because stuff like this you can't keep in the freezer for long, meaning like peppers and stuff, they get all wet and stuff after a while, and the goodness comes out of them. So you want to make sure that you put them, you know, you get them out the freezer and use them before they go bad. So there we go. Now we have a nice and I also use that little wetness on top, give it a little wet. And as I was saying, you know, you also want to just make sure that, yeah, you use your ingredients and that you don't throw anything out, guys. Make sure you preserve your stuff when you have extras. I could have used this in an omelet this morning if I wanted to. I could have used it in a burger that I did yesterday, but I knew I was gonna make steak, and so I saved them for the steak. All right, so this is going into the oven for 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. All right, okie dokie. So good, look at that. Let's have it. Hey guys, it's your girl Belinda getting ready to finish up that lovely leftovers with the steak, the T-bone steak. I just got out the shower. So sorry if it's a little dark. I'm back and forth actually washing clothes as well. It is really hot on the east side. I actually just seen the news, and I'm seeing that it's more hotter than what I thought. I thought so, because it kind of feels a little lighter than yesterday on the east side, but today it does feel still, it's the humid that's really bothering me. Okay, so I wanted to show you a quick little noodle, thin noodle, potato, cheesy thing that I do. Let me get the light on, I'm sorry. Okay guys, it's just been a long week. Like I said, it's been so hot on the east side, disgustingly hot, and I have like a lot of sinus problems when it gets hot like this. And like I will literally, because of the pollen and everything in the air, I will really literally shut down. Like my honey had to come home from work today and grab me some pills, and I'm feeling a little better, but I'm trying to hang in there. But the pollen's really bad right now. We had a lot of thunder last night on the east side. However, a little bit of rain. It rained real hard for a little bit, and then that was it. And then I hate when that happens, because then it gets even more gross outside with the pollen and everything in the air is just horrible. But anyway, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there, and I'm still chefing it up. Like I said, we've been in the house trying to stay cool with our air conditioners in our rooms. And so I wanted to quick, the T-bone steak is cooked to perfection, totally done. I'm actually going to shut that off right now. And I'll pull it out, let it cool off for a little bit, and then I'll pull it out on the top so you guys can take a look at this yumminess with some leftovers ingredients on top. Super delicious. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm just doing a cheesy mix. It's gonna be the leftover cheeses that I had with for the pizzas and stuff. So I had some leftover cheeses with that, the mozzarella and the Velveeta. Shredded. So I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be doing these thin egg noodles. Let me show you exactly what they are. Hold on. They're these guys. Thin. They're very, very thin. So I decided to do something a little different, a little twist to show you guys what you can do with some leftover stuff in the kitchen as well. If you have some thin egg noodles or any egg noodles. So I'm going to do a flip side in just a sec. So you could see my station, how I'm going to put this together. It goes in the oven after the noodles are boiled, which I have my boiling water right here. All right, we're going to stick just a little bit of canola oil in there, just a little bit, so that the egg noodles don't stick together, okay? I already added some salt in there. So let me see if I could just do this now in front of you guys instead of doing a flip side, because this is really hot. So these bad boys are going to cook very quickly. And I don't want to overcook them because they're going to go in the oven. So I kind of just want to get them wet a little bit and get them a little soft. So, do you remember that leftover bacon I had? The bacon bits. I'm going to be using that, which is this right here, the bacon bits. And the cheeses that I use, both the cheeses, which are over here. Hopefully you can see that, because I know my camera quality right now is not good on this phone. I have my other phone charging. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna get this down to a really nice, really nice. Okay, just making sure. Okay, there we go. It's really dark. There's like, it's as hot as it is, but there's hardly no sunshine in the back of my kitchen. So I apologize for the lighting and all that stuff. All right, so once it gets to a nice bubble like that, of course, they get soft. That's where you want to end that. Okay. So I'm going to get my drainer. Yeah, it is super hot on the east side. And see, I'd rather be in a pool or be somewhere cool. You know. But like I said, we've done a lot these past couple of weeks, so we've just been relaxing at home. But man, this heat is really bad. And I really don't mind so much the heat. I mean, it bothers me a teensy bit when it's real sticky and humid out. What bothers me more is the pollen. The pollen in the air really drives me nuts, especially because I have bad sinuses. I'm that girl. Yeah. All right, and today, and I'm really pretty strong with it if I take like medicine and stuff. But like I said, just last night I wasn't feeling too good, and my yum he gets like little nosebleeds when it's hot out, and stuff like that. So yeah, me and him were going through it last night. It was pretty rough for us. All right, so I'm going to add in some more of those egg noodles in a bit, but before I do that, I'm gonna dump the ones that I have here. And let me get my little handy handle here. All right, now wait. Yeah, it's been really rough with this this heat. Super rough. Yeah, and like I said, we're on the east side, Reading, Pennsylvania, and we're getting it bad. And we had a lot of thunder last night. Lots of thunder. And I said to myself, oh God, please let it rain, because it cleans the air, you know, the air out when it rains. But then when it stops, it brings it back even worse. So you can't win, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and light this fire up again. I'm gonna cut this video so I can continue to flip things around in here. However, I'm just adding some more of this so I have enough for my family. I took out just enough egg noodle that we need. And I'm just gonna throw it in there because this pot's still hot, so it should still be going. All right, guys. Okay, so sorry about my lighting in the back, like I said. Let's go ahead and pull that steak out and see how that looks. So good. And my daughter, I don't know if I mentioned this. Well, I know I did mention it before. She's in the verge of getting braces, so it's a process. So they put rubber bands in her mouth the day before yesterday, and so I have to, she loves to eat, as you guys know, so I've been trying to have to give her like softer stuff, and she couldn't eat her, she had it done Monday, and so yesterday she couldn't really eat like her cheeseburger. She ate it, but very, pieces and pieces. I felt so bad because I know she's in a lot of pain, but she still wants steak today, but we plan on, that's why I did it like in the oven, so I can cut them in little pieces is what we planning to do, is cut them in little pieces, so this way she can chew, better instead of eating, big pieces, because that's usually how she eats too. But I'm gonna chop it up for her and everything and do the good mommy thing, the deed I can do to make her feel better. All right, guys, so we're gonna pull this out so you can take a look at this. And like I said, if I'm talking funny, it's because my sinuses, my head hurts, and I'm going through a little sinus thing since yesterday. All right, guys, so look at that. Look at that deliciousness. Let me get this under the light. All right, because remember, we still have to finish off the lovely noodles here. All right, so I have some noodles drained already, and we're just waiting on the second noodles to get done, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to do a simple, delicious, cheesy leftover thing that you can do with a simple thin egg noodle, cheeses, and a little bit of bacon, and that's the bacon that I did for the tortillas with the pizzas, pizza personal tortillas. All right, guys, so let me cut this so I can get myself ready here for you guys for the final plating. Okay guys, perfect. That's all you have it. This is something so simple you can do in your kitchen with some leftover stuff. I had some leftover thin, fine noodles, and I had those cheeses I wanted to use as well, and a little bit of chives on top. I'm just gonna look for my chives here, and bacon, and that's pretty much it. So let's do the bacon. I'm using one hand, y'all, so excuse me on this. This thing is hard to open. Second. Oh, okay. There we go. Look at that. Delicious. Bacon bits. Okay. Make sure you spread the love so you don't have too much on one side. Perfect. And some chives. So good, guys. Try this simple ingredients in your kitchen. So good. So good. That's it. There you have it. In the oven for about 10 minutes. And you're good to go. Got yourself a nice side dish with this beautiful, lovely steak. All right, guys. I'm going to get all this together. And these videos will be all put together. Your girl. That's a beautiful, delicious charred, soft in the inside steak. And we're going to cut that together in a minute. Okay, guys, so we're going to take a look at those thin noodles, leftover stuff in the kitchen with that cheesy and that leftover bacon. So we're going to pull this out. Look at that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, so we're going to slide this over here. So delicious. And the steak is way over there. I'm actually charging my phone. I hope my phone does not die. All right. So if you see here, you will see the plating. I actually chopped this up for my daughter, very little pieces, like I said I would. The steak. So it's one of those long days. Today's, like I said, yummy, yummy. Look at that. And we got the New York steakhouse. And she loves the sauce. I love the sauce. My honey doesn't like the sauce. Look at that. So delicious. All right. And I'm trying to make sure that you can see that. Sorry if the coloring in my kitchen is not working out right. It's just one of those days, like I said. So let's quick grab this over here. Look how delicious that looks. So good. And now we're going to add in some of this. Simple things in your kitchen that you can do without wasting a dime in the outside. And this is to die for. This is some good stuff here. And make sure it's that thin noodle pasta. That works better. But if you just use regular noodle pasta, that's fine. But go for the thin ones. Those work best. All right, so let me pick this up very quickly before my phone dies. Yes, it's the situation today with the heat and everything and charging phones around here. All right, and that is for my daughter. Look at that. All right, guys, so there you have it. We're gonna get the eaten before my phone dies. Check that out. Let me try to put that in the light real quick. Look at that. And I chopped her meat in pieces so my daughter wouldn't have a problem with that. All right, here, Star, come get your plate, baby. Let Mama give you a fork. And we're about to bust a grub. I'm gonna have to call my honey to come down and we're good to go. Yum, yum, sleeping. Here you go, baby. You're welcome, sweetie. All right, guys, so there you have it for today in this heat. Your girl again. Don't know what I'm gonna cook again, but just know I got something good all the time going on in my kitchen. All right, guys. See ya. Stay cool.